name is Jason, and so reason plan. Let's say if you wanted to really get more leads for your business, you want to get more qualified leads for your business. Okay, cool. And the reason plan, if you wanted to attract more high-paid clients to your business as well. And the reason plan, if you want to get more referral for your business. Okay, that's pretty much everybody want it. And yeah, so today actually the presentation is about how to attract the client using something called education-based marketing. And this is something I learned from that Chet Holmes. Unfortunately, Chet passed away, so I got a lot of benefit from him, and so now I'm trying to share what I learned from him and also apply it into my business as well. So let me tell a quick story about it. I love to tell a story. That's help you remember what I said. And so back to about the I remember I think it's about 7 years ago. 7 years ago at that time, like I said, one of the facts I can mention about is I dropped out from university. That's 7 years ago. Unfortunately, I was not good at school and really heavy bad at school. I was doing a subject called sports science. I was trained to be a personal trainer, really. And then to work as a PT in the gym. I went to UTS and did sports science and tried to be a PT. At that time, so I was trying to start a PT business. I have no idea about how to do business, and I went to talk to one of the PT in the Anytime Line Club, and asked the guy, he's a Kiwi guy, he comes from New Zealand, and asked him what it takes to be a successful PT. And he said 15% is your specialized knowledge, like how to help people lose weight and build muscle, all kind of stuff. But 85% is learn how to get more clients. I said, why? He said, PT is not a job, and PT is a business. And when he told me about that, I feel like I was hit by a ton of break. Because in a college, my professor never told me about that. He told me to study hard and was struggling to study hard. And to memorize what was the, I still don't remember what was the name of the bones, the muscle, and the cardiovascular system. That's cool, but it has nothing to do with business. I thought, what I need to do is that you gotta learn how to do marketing. You gotta learn sales, otherwise you won't be a successful PT. So that started me as a journey, and then I started from there. So when I get started from there, and I thought, how am I gonna do it? Initially, I didn't know anything, so I started going to networking, and I went to New South Wales Business Chamber. Anyone heard about New South Wales Business Chamber? I went to the one many times. Every time I went to networking, you need to pay $90, and that really nice value in the circular economy. Every time, $90, get a bunch of people, 100 people, and everyone sweat car, and I went to the Parramatta Business Chamber as well, and a lot of meetup. I went to about 249 meetup already. Yeah, and plus a bunch of actually all of the business card I've got is over 5,000 business card. And at that time I got a big problem. The problem is I got so many business cards, but how am I going to get them to become my client? I actually went to networking just like now. I guess you may have the problem when you went to so many networking, you meet so many people, they give you all of the business card. But what am I gonna do with the business card? That's a challenge I've got. So I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the business card. And I was trying to put it into my CRM and take a long time to type in. So every time I finish, it's about 11 p.m. at night time. I went back home, I was entering into a CRM and try to send an email and then try to do the follow-up. But it takes a lot of time to do it. I will try to find out much more efficient, more effective way to follow up. And also, because the people exchange the business card with me, they know lots about me. How could they get to know me? I'm going to do a phone call. If I do a phone call, what should I say? And I have no idea. I need to figure out it. So it's a struggle. It's a really struggle. And so at that time, I saw a Facebook ad. There's a Facebook ad. There's a guy who promoted a book, and the book called Dotcom Secret. And the author's name is Ross Ranson. And anyone heard about QuickFunnels? Yeah, cool. He's one of my first marketing mentor, by the way. And before I saw a Facebook ad, I know nothing about him, but I saw he's endorsed by Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins said this is one of the best marketing book for any business owner to read. I thought I need to get a book because Tony Robbins suggested. I know Tony Robbins a long time ago, So I get a book, and the book shipped to my house. The big book is a 290 pages something. It's a big book. So I start reading. I start the information is cool. So in the book, they teach me one thing, and that really shifted my mindset about marketing. And before, I thought marketing is basically advertising and all kind of stuff. In that book, I told one story, basically how McDonald's and attracting a new client. Anyone see like $1 burger ads on Boston TV, on YouTube. So McDonald's used to have $1 ads. It's a $1 you buy a burger. But when you get it there, you say, I'm going to get it a $1 burger. But when you go to McDonald's and you are going to hear the pitch, all of the high school kids, most of the high school kids, they will say, sir, would you like a fry? And would you like a Coke? And would you like popcorn? Most likely, people will say yes. And so this is a strategy McDonald's use to track down. They use $1 burger as a bait. In the marketing, they put a lead magnet and to track the people into the shop, and then they upsell them something. I thought that's really smart. I got to learn that strategy how to track the client, because I gotta sound the business if I can create some like a lead magnet, like the bait, and then I can get into my funnel. They call it sales funnel. I think that's really pretty cool. So I started to figure out. Another time I tried ebook. Anyone been to someone's website, ask you to leave your name, email, and download ebook. Anyone been to that kind of website before? Yeah, I've done it. So I hired a graphic designer and then try to figure out ebook, and then try to do one on Facebook ads, get this. I try to free report, I try to check this, I try to all kind of stuff. It's great to have an ebook, and I did it for one of risk agent as well. I actually get a 243 leads. From the 243 leads, but the problem is whenever I call them, people forget about it because they never read the ebook, and most of the email, and because once they leave the name email, they go to the spam folder, junk mail. The email open rate is so low. The worst thing is that most people don't read about ebook, and this is how many of you read the ebook now? Not many. So ebook is worse. It's not effective. It's good to get people's name, but when you follow them out, they never read our ebook. So I'm not also trying to figure out. Then I heard about a guy named Chet Holmes. So Chet Holmes, who he is, basically he's a super strategist. What it means, I met him actually from Tony Robbins as well. It's a lot live event. I bought his one online course. Tony Robbins used to run a business program called Business Mastery at the time. So in the Business Mastery, and Tony Robbins introduced Chet, says Chet. And he used to work for Charlie Munger and helped the Charlie Munger double his company and 3 years in a row. And so Chet must be a great guy. So during that time, and Chet talked about how he did it. And during that time, he said about something. He said most of the business, and when you're trying to basically get the client, and you don't know who your audience is. A lot of people say my audience is a tax accountant, my audience is lawyer. No, I'm not. Doesn't mean. And so the chat, I'm share with one of the diagram. I hope you really understand what I mean. I think I know that not is small, but this is it's a diagram. Let's read it. So most of people who target 3% of people. 3% of people means people ready to buy right now. Let me ask a question. How many of you are looking to hire Weber to help you with video marketing? How many of you right now? Small, yeah, maybe one. Yeah, if you Weber, you pitch to 100 people, maybe 2 or 3 ready. I think about right now. Majority of people who are not ready, they're not thinking about it. It's not because they don't need it, they need it, but because it's not in their awareness. They don't know what is the benefit of video marketing. They just don't know about it. So majority of people who actually, the 67% of people who are not thinking about it. So the secret, most people don't know your audience. Most people thought my audience is the people who are looking to buy your product or service. Chet says that you actually need to target the people who are not thinking to buy your product or services. You actually need to target the people who are not thinking about it. Then you educate them to the top of the pyramid. So you need to bring them from the bottom of the pyramid to the top. That's something we call education-based marketing. So when they told me about it, I feel wow, I get a aha moment. I thought that is the strategy I was looking for. So during the time, I say how I'm going to create the education-based marketing material, and he has a structure, and told me how to do it. Then I find out a few more people, plus Ross Branson, they teach how to do education-based marketing presentation, and plus some of my coach and mentors. And so during the time, I figure out, and basically is you use education-based marketing. That is the best lead magnet. You are able to deliver by a live event like this, or you are able to deliver by a webinar. You use it as a lead magnet to track the people into your funnels, and then you pick them from the people who are not thinking about your product or service to the people who are ready to buy. And during the time, and you have a few more benefits. Basically, you are going to position yourself as an expert, and also you are going to capture more leads, and plus you are going to get more people refer people to you. And so I want to end the presentation with one, with one of the wisdom again from learning the whole process. The real money for any business actually is not your product or services, and the real money for any kind of business is the education of your product or services. So thank you so much. I hope my tips will help you. And if you wanted to check if you want to learn more about it, I got an upcoming webinar, and I can send you the sign up link, and I'm going to share with you more about education-based marketing.
Thank you.